Welcome to High Anxiety. This is Brandon, and today I have a Fugitoid collection to show off, and I'm going to show off the brand new Mirage line of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures by NECA. If you are well versed, or even a little versed, or something, you'll know that they started off with the 2007-2006 year. They started off NECA Tmnt with the Mirage line. If you've heard me complain and whine about not being able to afford them right now, you'll know that they were released as like Comic-Con exclusives. They're in sets, very limited. Now you can get like a whole pack of them, like the whole set for like starting at like 500 and up from there. But in the meantime, there were some molds that were lost or stolen or just reused, and some manufacturers in China made some knockoffs with the molds. So this is not the same color. There are differences, but you can see that this is the same molding that they had for the Ninja Turtles. This is the style of figure based off the like original few. When they unveil the new line, hopefully they are the more boxy face turtles, which I'm really excited about if that's true. We'll see. But I have this out because this is the original Mirage line figure, and they are revisiting it, and you will see just some striking differences with how they are approaching the turtles, even if we don't see a turtle yet. Before we start, I do want to show off some of the Fugitoids throughout history. So this was the original Fugitoid figure by Playmates. Very different from what is in the show. Nope, sorry. Very different from what is in the comic. He was kind of like metallic, silvery. This is like very detailed. It's very detailed, to be honest. Like usually they simplify the figure for the show, which this was never made into the show. This Fugitoid never made it into the series, which I think is a miss, to be honest, especially when they added all those new characters. There's a chest piece that's supposed to come down, and I lost that as a kid. You can also, it almost looks transparent. I don't know what's going on with this. Let's see if it truly is. Yeah, I feel like it's transparent. I can see the light through it, so yeah, it definitely is. I don't know if it was always like that, or if like the paint has rubbed off and it just kind of the paint it is. But yeah. So this is the original Fugitoid figure. This is Fugitoid from the 2012 show. They did put him in that. I don't know if he's in the 2003 show because I'm currently going through and watching that. I missed that as a kid. I was at the age where I was like, this isn't for me anymore. I'm going to move on, so I didn't watch it. But yeah, here is the 2012 Fugitoid figure. Very cute. I like him. He's got some good mobility. Arms go up, legs can go out. So yeah, he's got a big range of movement. The thing about this is, though, that, well, this swivels too, so that's cool. I actually bought him recently off like Mercari or something when I got this guy. So this is kind of like a statue. It's like action figure size, but it's kind of a statue of Fugitoid. And this was off Kevin Eastman's website. I mentioned this. I did an unboxing with this video. I did an unboxing video for this figure. But I still think it's just really cool, and I'm always gonna put him in a good place. I love how just like metallic-y shiny he is. He is getting some scuffs. Nope, that's just dust that's coming off. So, but yeah, so these are our Fugitoid figures that we have to work with. Again, I don't know if there was a Fugitoid in 2003, and I also don't know if there's a toy for it. So I'm gonna do some looking around my own personal time for that. But so here's our my Fugitoid collection. Now, the reason that I'm getting out these Fugitoids, and the reason you already know because you clicked the video, is because they have started the line of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Mirage line. So they've created all new packaging for this. They have the original logo, the handwritten, drawn logo. Just looks really awesome. And this is just beautiful. I do like that it says 01. This is the first figure. We've got Fugitoid. Fugitoid is the first figure that they unveiled. So here's the back of the packaging, and you can kind of just see right off the bat that the colors are different. It's not capturing very well in this, but this is more of like a brighter, like candy apple green, where this is kind of like a, I don't even know how to describe this. It's just more like a true green. I don't know. Lindsay's gonna yell at me for this. But yeah, so this packaging is just really cool. We've got an illustration on the side. We've got a little open over here. I don't know if this is going to continue because I know packaging is getting weird with plastic costs. Well, plastic costs and things like that. But yeah, so this is very exciting. And if you look down here, it says to be continued. We've seen Renee, we've seen the Utrom, and we've been hinted at Casey Jones. So this gives you a hint of the order this will be released. So hopefully the Turtles will be soon. I really hope they'll be soon. But now there are two versions of this. There is this version, which was like $30, and then there's also the version of the Signature Collection. And I think it was just part of Holothon and Target and NECA. So they had a $100 version, which has the signatures. I don't even know if it's Kevin Eastman or Pierre Laird or both. I'm expecting both, but yeah, I'm gonna draw the line. I really, really need to draw the line, and I already got burnt off the Signature Collection, which was April O'Neil. You've not even seen this on my channel yet because it's not been opened yet. But here's April O'Neil from the 1990 film. Here is the exact same figure. Okay, so one of these is a signature edition. Now, if you look closely at this, what do you see different? There's a raincoat just taped in the box. Where's the signature? It's in here. It's in this mail-away envelope. Judith Hogue signed these. I am not criticizing Judith Hogue at all in this process, but this just does not feel special to me. So I did not open it. So we'll see if I get to that eventually. But anyway, all that was because I'm not getting the signature edition because I have to draw the line somewhere. I absolutely have to. I'm a sucker for these figures, and I have to draw it somewhere. So that's where I drew it, at Signature Collections, or editions. All right, so let's open this guy up. Yeah, I love the cardboard insert. That's so cool. But this is, I hate this, and this could be solved if we didn't have that plastic cutout and save you some money also, but I don't like that that's cut out, but this looks great. Just straight from the comic art, but colorized. All right, so as always, we start with accessories. Let's get these all out. All right, as I was unboxing, I started thinking about how people have issues finding NECA figures. One thing I want to point out is that the arcade line was never difficult to find. You could find any of those figures. You can find most of them still for sale. There is the occasional, like the Comic-Con exclusive set. I'm sure that's a little harder to find. And I know that like past figures are harder to find, but like at its core, when they first were coming out, people didn't have problems finding these things. And this is going to be the case with this. With the cartoon, there's a lot of hands to shake. You've got Nickelodeon, you've got Viacom, or whoever runs the company who ran the show. You got all the directors and animators and all that stuff to shake hands with and pay. Same with the movies. You had New Line Cinema. All the people. There needs to be like hands shaken and funds requested and licensing rights for the movie and all kinds of things. So the movies are Walmart exclusives. The Toon is Target exclusive in America at least. But now this Mirage line is going to be similar to the Turtles in Time arcade line in that they're shaking hands with Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and Nickelodeon. And so from here on, there might be some more, but all in all, it's easier to distribute this, and we have figures that we readily available. So you'll be able to get these at Target, Walmart. You'll be able to get them at online stores, the comic shops, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. You should not have a problem getting any of these figures. So let's jump into it. So as always, we have our accessories. So here is a laser pistol. Another laser pistol, just different styles. Put the lights in here so you can see it better. Okay, so this, I wish I knew if these were like different guns, or different names, but I like this Tri-Blaster. That's pretty awesome. And you can see just some like tune lines on them. We're gonna get out of that saying because it's not tune lines, it's comic lines. So we've got some comic book lines to them. Here are some shackles. Because Fugitoid is a fugitive robot. So that's where the name Fugitoid comes from. We've got a huge blaster. We've got this Gauntlet, which is really awesome. Now this Gauntlet fits the Fugitoid, and it also fits Ninja Turtles, so this is really awesome. So power, bust everybody up, Gauntlet. Alright, so we've got some fingers. Little tripod table. So imagine this is like a gripping hand. This is probably how you hold the guns. These are like, I don't know what those are. Those are like shocked hands, like, oh, I'm scared. But yeah, so here's some just interesting hands. Yeah, so those are the accessories, and we'll play with those and hopefully get some pictures. If they're not on the video, they'll be on the Instagram page. Okay, so here is Fugitoid. Now, before I do anything, I just want to compare the noticeably different styles from this to this. And what's really interesting about this is that on the actual box we have this turtle on here, which is a little confusing, or a lot confusing. This feels kind of wrong to advertise this when you can't get it directly from NECA anymore, and if you want to get the official one, it's going to cost you, and otherwise it's like here's the bootlegs, which is what I have. So it's kind of confusing that they have this. It also says Ninja Turtles sold separately, which I think is just strange that they put that on there at all. I think for like the unveiling it was good, but the actual box is going to confuse people that aren't like hardcore into the game. So, but anyway, if you look at this, these styles are very different. The paint style, at least. Now, I can't say for sure 100% that it's going to look exactly like this on all of them, because this might just be like the metal reflection, but these comic lines are like drastic, whereas these ones are more subtle. And again, this is an offshoot. This is a knockoff. This is not the same one. Like, you do see some lines right there, but this is it just feels like a different style. So I really like the way that this line's going. It does capture the feel of the original comic, and also just gives it some playfulness. So let's get into this. So right off the bat, it's a little tight, but we have some head movement. His neck is on a ball joint, so you can move it around. It looks like the head's also on a ball joint. Okay, so arms move up and down. Legs move up and down. We also have some swivel here, a lot of swivel here actually. It's a lot of swivel. So you can twist them around. You can also just up and down, back and forth. It's a little loose now. I'm afraid I screwed something up. But what's really cool about this is that this is a bendy arm. And the first indication is you can see the hole right there. This is not, from what I understand, this is not like crazy articulation, but you can get some posability out of it. And I'm going to try not to do too much because I really don't want to do anything to damage it. I had bendy wire figures as kids, and usually they don't go well. So hopefully technology is a lot better nowadays. But let's give him some stuff. Let's give him some stuff. So the gun fits nicely in his hand. We've got 2 guns. It's interesting how many guns he came with. Okay. So let's give Donnie a gauntlet. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. I like the look of that a lot. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so what's interesting about these hands, 1, they're really easy to come out. 2, because of the width of the base, they're just giant. They're not little pegs. They're like huge notches. So let's do this first, because I don't know if hands actually go in there. I don't think they do. I think you're supposed to just put it in like this. It's not perfect in there, but you do get the idea. Yeah, this is the interpretation I got. Like, no, don't shoot. Ah! I like his shocked face. It's very adorable. It's very adorable. So I don't know the difference between these hands, to be honest. So one's like 2 fingers apart and one's 2 fingers together. But I don't know what reason you would need that. A robot. Nice little Fugitoid robot with a gun. Giant gun. So when you compare these together, they went with a very similar style for this figure, or for this character at least. It's got the wire hands. This is not bendable, but you still get the idea. So this is like the most similar to it. Makes me nervous that I'm going to break this. I should just get used to it, but yeah, so here's my Fugitoid collection. It's small and humble, but it's good. Very happy with this. Very happy with this. So if this is an indication of where the Mirage line is going to go, I'm very excited. Can't wait to see more. Can't wait to see Casey Jones officially unveiled, because we saw his mask on his hockey bag with his hockey sticks and golf club, things like that. So, oh, I didn't look at the bottom. Yeah, the bottom's detailed too, which is just a nice little touch. They didn't have to do that, and they did. So that's really cool. I just saw it on the bottom of this box. So here's Fugitoid. So what do you think about this Mirage line coming out? What kind of turtles are we going to get? And are you going to pick this up? Or are you going to go down the Mirage path? There's also the Archie path coming out soon too. So it's crazy. So anyway, I'm Brandon from High Anxiety. Thank you so much for coming by. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.